Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting vlog from TheEricButts. Hey, if you're new here, real quick, I like to let you know that I do time code these things because I know they get long and not everybody is interested in everything I have to say for some reason. So if you'll notice, there's little gaps in the timeline along the play bar. That's when things are going to pretty much change over. You'll also notice if you open the description, there'll be a big list of blue numbers and it'll tell you what everything is. So you can jump around, jump back and forth, or if you watch this over multiple days, it's easier to find your place if YouTube loses it. That said, we've got a fun one today. We've already done the cooking. Again, some things have happened that'll be talked about, good things, very, just staying kind of secret because it's a long haul plan. It's going to be a year or two before anything really happens. And it's very early days of development. But some life-changing things happen, and I'm taking myself to culinary school, basically. Not actually going to a school, but teaching myself things here. I see we got a fire truck off in the distance, stopped on a major road. Sorry for that distraction. So as usual, we're gonna be cooking something cool. We're gonna make a cocktail. We got some more fun things to taste test today. And if I didn't finish that thought, I'm saying I've been cooking so much more than once a week. I'm like weeks ahead already on the cooking segments of these vlogs. And I'm also cooking things I'm not even filming. So, but we'll do a cocktail. Oh, my poor baby Aaron, he's trying to chill and I'm being all loud. And what else do we do here? Oh, do we have an unboxing? I don't think we really have an unboxing in this video. Yeah, nothing really came. I feel like I had something. Anyways, we got a taste test cocktail. Mary and I are going to give you our no spoiler review on Fast X. And yeah, and I'm going to try and start a new little thing too with my food. After the cooking segment, I'm going to throw in a thoughts. Basically a section where I can have been separated from making the food, because after I make it, I'm just proud of it, and I think it tastes better than it usually does. And then after trying and thinking about it and talking about it, I get some ideas of what to improve. So we'll talk about that. But today I know we got basically a double feature of food, and a lot of this turned out really good. So I'm going to shut up and let's get to that. Let's cook. Hey, welcome to the cooking section. I am filming a bunch of these way ahead of when they come out because I'm very inspired and I want to share some things with you. This is a clue. Today we're here to make a sandwich I've been thinking about for a while, and hopefully a side. We'll do that after. It is, what time is it? It is 6:24 on May 13th, 2023, and we're here for me, and I don't know, I feel like I'm clever for this one, at least the title. I feel like this is probably a sandwich people have made, but I'm really proud of this. Today we're here to make something I wanted to do for a while. We're gonna make the Brie-HamInator. You know, like Re-Animator, but Brie cheese and ham, so it's the Brie-HamInator. It's gonna be a good time. So fairly simple. I decided to go with, maybe I'm gonna try the brioche sliced bread. We're gonna do a mayo toasting on it. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich. We've got some nice brie cheese we're gonna be cutting up. I'm thinking Black Forest ham. I wanted kind of a more neutral ham. And we're gonna do apple butter. Now, in the future, I wanna make my own apple butter. I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. And I hope this is good, because this is the only apple butter I could find. This jar is huge. We got Kroger apple butter. I'm sure it's not the best. Feel free to comment below, tell me your favorite brands, so I can taste test, experiment, learn what I wanna do with mine. Because I'm starting to take this food creation thing way more seriously. Like, I mean, that's still fun. I'm still keeping it fun, but I want to have a much better idea. This is becoming my culinary school, to be honest. So, all right, let's get this camera down and make this sandwich. This should not take too long. The side is a different question. Okay, now we struggle with the, I think we're good. Okay, that'll work. That will work. All right, so first things first, let's get the ham ready. We got a little plate. We're just gonna pop this in the microwave for like maybe 20 seconds, just to, get a little of the chill from the refrigerator off of it. Not really trying to cook it or anything. And this is the first attempt. There will be more attempts in the future, of course. So I think I'm gonna try a little bit of a roll up and like do 3 slices across the sandwich. Not a lot of Black Forest ham in this one. Smells good though. So let's get a sense, bread-wise. Yeah, that'll work. Pack it in a little tighter. All right, we won't throw that in. We'll put it in the microwave. We aren't going to nuke it yet. Wait till we're a little closer, and that way it'll help melt the cheese. And I hope I don't fuck up, because I have about 1.5 slices of ham left out of there. Should have bought a bigger bag. I gotta sneeze. And the only other ham I have right now is a Polish ham, and I've never even tried that, so I don't know. All right, next and the most complicated part of this, we're gonna get this Brie open, and of course the trick we learned long ago, pizza cutter, man. When you're getting Brie slices, hells yeah. Also, I should have got a prep plate ready for that. Make some room. Let me get into this bad boy. Yoink. All right. Are we in? I hope we're in. Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it good. We're the good getters. I think this will be a delightful little sandwich. I'm very excited about it. Plus, Brie. Goddamn, Brie is such a good cheese. I get it. Not everybody likes it, but man, I sure do. All right, so let's just start making some long slices. Not too thick, not too thin. That is super thick back there. We can always adjust a little bit later. And we'll probably want about 3 slices like that. I want to get the rind off. It is important to try and keep them slightly even so they'll cook and melt proper. I think this is just a double cream Brie. Okay, whoops. No. And you can eat the rind, but the rind is not going to melt, so we're going to take the rind off of that. And just for my own self, I'm taking that. That's for the chef right there. Because I am making dinner a lot later than usual, and I'm hungry. Okay, now this is the fun part. Try not to take too much cheese with it. Oh yeah. And I mean, I'll be honest, if a little bit of rind stays behind, it ain't that big a deal. Don't forget the end. So that one is ready. Probably should actually put down some parchment paper or something so it doesn't stick to that plate so bad. But we'll make it work because we're gonna move really quickly. You should be laughing at that. If you've ever seen me in the kitchen, I ain't quick. Only in the bedroom. Wait, what? No. Hey-o. Get out of the way there. Rind that's not supposed to be there. Of course, I'm not doing this well where I'm leaving room to put these other slices down, huh? I'll just eat that one. Okay. Alrighty. That's good. That's good. And after this, it's gonna go like really fast. I did accidentally cut some rind down into it, apparently. Oops. That is good. Let that like that. All right. Cheese is prepared. I'm gonna keep that in standby though. We're gonna need it a little later. Little bit later. Okay. And now I've just run into a realization. I wonder if I should actually butter fry these. You know what? We're gonna switch to the butter fry method. Because I don't want to actually have both sides. What's the word I'm looking for? Both sides wet while I'm prepping. I'm sure that's fine, but I'm not a fan. So then I will start. I got a couple more ounces of this, actually it's probably 2.5 tablespoons. Some Tillamook unsalted butter. And my Kroger stopped carrying Tillamook unsalted butter, or Tillamook butter, period. They still carry all the other Tillamook stuff, so I don't know if this dairy, if they just stopped making it or what. So I gotta find a new butter to love. I'm guessing Challenge butter. That stuff smells very good. Okay, let's get a couple of nice pieces of bread out. All right, come on. One of these days we'll make our own bread too, but that's down the line. That's maybe next year. I don't have to dig too deep into this one to get nice pieces, but I am gonna take those first in ones out of the way. Okay, we may want to resize our plans here slightly. I'll probably just fold in the ends a little bit. That'll work. See? Problem solving. All right. So now we're gonna want to get pop the apple butter. And let's give it a nice little dose on both sides. Ooh, that smells pretty tasty, actually. But I don't want this to be the star of the show, so it's a thin layer we're going for. You know, you want to taste it, you want it to be there. And we also need to keep in mind, we want to keep our heat very low to get that melt, because this is brioche. All that sugar in the bread is going to cook up a lot faster. And we can easily mess this up. So, fingers crossed. Man, this is all smelling really good though. Maybe just a dash more on there. Crap. Okay. Yeah, sure. Just let that sit in there for now. All right, so now let's go ahead and hit, I don't know, 22 seconds, 20 seconds. 20 seconds on the meat. Beat the meat. And we're gonna build as soon as I can get that hand off. So actually, since that's only gonna take a second, let's go ahead and start getting our pan heated a little bit so the butter will melt. I'm gonna start on the medium low though. Ooh, that's 20 seconds may have been a bit much. I heard it pop a little. Coming out steamy. Yeah, maybe go 10, 12 seconds. It's definitely not, well, it's still a little cool in the middle too, so maybe we'll go this way. I'm gonna actually roll this up a little tighter. Yeah. There we go. That looks good. And then let's get the cheese in before it glues to the plate here. We'll take this in a little bit. Don't let it over the edge too much because it is gonna kind of goo out. You don't want to lose all that beautiful cheesy goodness. Or too much of it anyways. Yeah. Whoops. That part disappeared right in my mouth. Oh noes! Okay. Give it a little press. Get some heat in the pan. Let's get some butter in there. Melt, baby, melt. side. Come on. Don't stop melting. Don't stop. You're melting. Or your name's Tom Felton. I'm definitely using a lot more butter than I really need to. But I figure, hey, there's no use to put half a tablespoon back in the fridge. We got the lid on standby, so we can swing you over a little bit more. Can I tilt you a little bit more? Sure. Is that butter smelling good, buddy? Oh yeah. All right, let's get the sandwich in. Put the lid on. I do want to start it this side down, right? That lid on. And we're gonna keep a close eye on it because we do not want this puppy burning. And hopefully that lid will help really steam that cheese nice. I'm keeping a very close eye on this. Yeah, like I might even want to take that heat a little bit lower. I'm going a little under medium low. I'm gonna tell Mary I'm cooking, so maybe she can come taste it. No. I just finished. Speak of the devil, well, you got good timing. It's a good time to take a little break, because this ain't going to take long, and you're going to want to try this. Ooh, that one piece of ham, though, is out. All right, I feel like that's already... You're fine. No, I am absolutely wrong. Good, good, good. So this is going to take a little bit longer. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm gonna take that heat back up a bit to just back to the medium low. Good, that was still, there was like no real toasting on that yet, so we can give it a little bit longer. I just get nervous with the brioche, you know? And while I get hungry. Now, part of the reason I wanted the cheese under the ham to start is it'll be closer to the heat, it'll get ready to be more gooey, but it's less likely to goo down the top. So when we flip and finish and it really starts getting gooey, it'll goo down over the ham. Sometimes I don't think that matters, but a sandwich like this, I think it does. I'm really excited for this. It's simple, but should be just absolutely delicious. And you can always experiment with hams and stuff, but I think you want a real ham here, you know? Not necessarily a honey ham or a hot ham or anything like that. Butter's still got a little sizzle going on. Ooh, ooh la la. All right, let's check it. Let's check it. It smells good. Oh, that is beautiful.
You already have that sandwich, right?
Well, yeah, I am talking about the sandwich, but so are you, baby. You know you beautiful too. Where do you see the bottom toast on this? Almost there, kiddos.
You see extra for
Oh, good. That's one thing I don't like with my butter method is waiting for that hunk to fucking melt. But it's almost there. Especially while I precariously hold the sandwich. Almost, come on. Honestly, I'm just throw the pack to the side and look at that golden toasting on there. Well, it's almost melted. And almost, come on. Ah, jeez. Ooh, and there it goes. Sandwich back down. Lid back on. All right, we're home stretching, home stretching. Meantime, snag a little brie rind. So it was like maybe about a 2-minute deal there, maybe. Because if I can get the other side toasted just like that, this is going to be sandwich fucking perfection, man. So fingers crossed. And if not, at least the upside for the photo is gonna look good. Speaking of photo, what do I want this to be on? I want a color that's gonna complement that nicely. Blue? Yeah, blue. Yeah. Now I do see the cheese getting melty, but honestly, I do feel like it could get a little bit meltier, but we aren't there yet. It's another reason to let it steam in there. It's another reason to go low and slow so it can, you know, get nice and gooey, hopefully. Because honestly, if it's not super gooey, like if it's not liquid gooing out, that's probably a good thing. So excited. I'm other excited too. Oh, I probably don't want to put the camera down here right now. I think we're getting close. Eyeball that on your way down. Look at that toasting on that top there.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so close. All right, another brie rind. Chef is hungry. Okay, I shouldn't do that. I am not chef. I have not earned that. It is fun to joke. Okay, let's take a look. Get under there. Come on, get under there. Ooh, almost. Like just a few more seconds. Just a few more seconds. Still a little light, but it's very close. Like 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 10, 8, 7, haha, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna call that perfection. We'll see how right I am once we get to the cross sections and looking at it. I mean, I'll see, but I'm not gonna flip this back over, so. Oh, beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Ooh, yeah, baby. All right. Chef's knife. Actually, we should do the cut in close-up. Yeah. First and foremost, let me get this shot. Yeah, for the viewership.
Hi, Napoleon.
What? Fine. This side's not as impressive.
I'm sorry, you guys had a super late breakfast today.
Yeah, I think Aaron's wanting something. He's been like, please, Daddy.
Well, of course, you've got food that they want anyways.
Okay. No, photo. All right, let's get into the close-up modes. All right, let's get in there. Let's show them some of that beautiful sandwich. Just move around a little bit of nice gooey brie, the perfect toasting. Okay, so now let's see. What's gonna be the angle? Because I'm gonna cut like that.
Okay.
So where would it might most likely goo out? We want to catch it if it does cheese goo.
Probably right here. I mean, it's already.
All right, well, be ready to go round and about. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, opa!
Yeah, no switch.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to be ready for it if it happened. Yeah, that's gonna be really good. It does look like the cheese could have got a little meltier, but ultimately, looking pretty tasty. So let's get this on a plate for a thumbnail.
Jesus, my heart rate's still over 100.
Oh God.
Well, when I went in the bathroom, I checked it. It was like still at 130.
Oh man. Give me a few photos here. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing.
That might be useful to have some space.
Maybe. Well, you need to be on the other side of me.
Fine.
Well, I don't know. It's just a better background and all that junky mess. So, for the thumbnail at least. Ooh. That's the one, because I'm a mad scientist. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Brie-HamInator. Now, let's see what cook thinks. I like what you did there. Nice. I love you. All right. Oh, and by the way, I didn't get to show the bottom toasting. Look at that.
Oh.
Perfect on both fucking sides, yo.
Nice.
All right. Big old bite. Oh God, that is good. It took a second for the flavors to hit in, but it's the right amount of apple butter. It's the right amount of just really soft cheese, the right amount of ham. Oh, let me get another bite and then we'll let Mary give it a go. I do need to put the ham in there different, because it's not one to stay. But oh.
Yeah,
All right.
try to get fancy with it, huh?
Yeah. Okay. I think I can hold my slice.
I think the only way the rolls really work is if you cut it like into slices along the rolls.
Maybe. But I'm trying to get on the other side of you.
Okay. I'm still coming down from mowing the yard.
Yeah.
That wore me out more than I realized. The thing is, it's a lot hotter than it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, it is 80.
I think what I taste mostly is the apple butter. But let's see, let's get a bigger bite here.
But it ain't overpowering.
Yeah, I do like the sweetness.
And
I like the fact that this ham's still a little tepid, but
I don't know, I tried. It started popping, so I didn't take it as far as I should have.
Yeah, what I like is that a lot of times with a ham sandwich like this, I'll have to fight the ham to get through it.
But it is very tender, isn't
It
it?
is very tender.
And I like that the brie is not completely melted. Like, it's gooey a little bit, but it's not like just liquid mess all over. Look, I've almost finished mine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I like this. I do another one.
And that, coming from Mary, is incredibly high praise for me. It wasn't just, it's all right. It was, I need another one. That's how I know when I succeeded. Awesome. Now, let's see if I can figure out this next thing. All right, so we are back to complete the second part of this. We're gonna make this meal a double feature. That's right, we had the Brie-HamInator sandwich. Now, we're gonna have the side of Brie-HamInator. This is going to be a Brie mac and cheese with ham in it. There's actually more cheeses than that in there. And I'm gonna take another crack at a Roux, and I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna have a good time doing this, and we're gonna get this going. First things first, before I do anything, I actually meant to do this sooner. Let me go ahead and get some water happening here for the pasta. We're gonna do a pound of elbow macaroni. I did mean to do this before. I got pretty much everything else out that I'm gonna need, except for pouring the milk, because I wanna make sure that stays cold until the last minute. What do we get about? All right, that should be plenty of water. Let's get this on this back burner over here. We're just boiling it. We're gonna throw some butter and salt in there, of course. Like a medium high. We'll get the butter in a minute. It can be a little bit late. I'm gonna go ahead and salt the water though. And then we'll run through the ingredients and a little thing I learned from another cooking video last night that I'll share with you. Okay, so we've got, it is a pound, right? Yeah, pound of elbow macaroni. We got a little Dijon mustard. We've got some unsalted butter. We got all-purpose flour. We got some white cheddar. We've got some brie, and we have some Parmesan. Very expensive shit, but I do love it. And we have a pack of Black Forest ham, because that's kind of the best I could do. Everything else is a tool, just like me. Salt and pepper, and we're about to push it. So we're gonna push it real good as we move the camera down, so we can get to work. I think first things first, let's go ahead and, I don't know, I haven't really figured out where I want to incorporate the cheese element of this. I mean the ham element of this. Like at what stage in cooking, but I know I want to dice this up into little chunks. And it'll need to go in, I guess when the cheese goes in, it can go in the cheese dips, it'll warm up some. We're also gonna be broiling it with some cheese on top, so we will get to broiling in a minute. What do I want? What do I want then? All right, I need my knife. Looking into getting me a much better knife, looking into sharpening. Oh, and the thing I was gonna point out, I should have saved a little scrap. I'm not doing the paper towel trick. I have this like drawer liner, it's like a rug liner stuff. I just cut a piece, and it seems to be much better, and now I've got something reusable, and it's one less paper towel I'm wasting every time I gotta do this. And if I just need to cut something and I don't wanna get my hands wet, because you know I have little issues with my hands and stuff, there's a much quicker way to do it. So, excited by that. Let me grab a paper towel. And I did not get a plate prepared for the ham. So, or, you know, just something to put it in the meantime. So let me get a little something. And I don't really know how much I'm gonna want here. We're going with a pound of macaroni. What do you think? Let's chop that up and see what that looks like. Ooh. Oh, it's I almost postponed this, but it is Wednesday, May something today. And Dad was talking about maybe going to the Azure wine class dinner, which we've thought about doing and never have, and he kind of had me talked into it. Luckily, it was a little late and they were out of room. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Break this up a little bit. Probably didn't need as big a bowl for this as I just got, but I think that's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okie dokie. I'll tell you what day in May it is in a minute, but it's the Wednesday after probably whatever the last date I cooked on was, which I think was Monday. I am piling up these cooking videos because I have so many things I want to try and experiment with. And you know, I made the Brie-HamInator sandwich like a week ago. Man, that thing was good. I almost took some leftover sirloin bits and thought about cooking up some petite steaks with this, but I thought, let me just focus on the one thing. But I do need to get better about, you know, cooking full course meals. But then also, you know, mac and cheese is pretty heavy. I don't know that we need much more on top of it. Okay. So yeah, the hardest part of all this, other than, you know, the roux that I always dread, but I'm gonna not dread anymore because we have to roux. Always be roughing. Right? That's the thing I should probably say. All right, we'll put the ham away when we're putting cheese away. All right, so now that we are gonna get into cheese. Oh, did I pull that out for the ham? Is that why I had that out? Whatever. All right, I'm gonna set this aside because we're probably good with it for now. Let's go ahead and let's start shredding the extra sharp. We're gonna want 2 cups of this, but divided. So we need a cup that's gonna go into the roux and a cup that we're gonna put on top. So I'm gonna measure out a cup and set that into a bowl and then measure out another cup. That's the plan here. All right, so let's get in here and let's start grating up this white cheddar. Do I want it a little, do I want big, or, nah, let's keep it small. It'll melt better. Yeah, so far this slip mat thing is working really well. About half a cup there. Oops, breaking my brick up. That's probably about a cup at that point. Shoot. Oh, that's gonna slow me down. Especially because I do like my fingers. All right, let's see. Let's get a sense of what we're working with here. I'm thinking that's a cup and a half. I'm guessing, I don't really know. You know, we like it nice and cheesy, so we're gonna call that a cup right there. So I'm gonna put that in my cheese blend bowl. Okay. Oops, break that up a little. All right, let's see what we got here and we'll cut some more up. Or shred some more, I should say. Shredding. Yeah, it's a dumb guitar joke. Okay, let's get some more going. And okay, so I did not need to buy. I'm still trying to learn how to gauge how much shredded cheese I get out of a brick. Because like it said, you know, if it said 2 cups, to me, you know, a cup is basically 8 ounces in volume. But then you look at the weight of one of these bricks and it's about, oh, you know what? I'm dumb. Okay, let's see what I got there. But you get the idea what I'm talking about in terms of I'm just trying to still learn that element. Okay, yeah, that's a nice cup right there. Okay, so that is the big cheese down.
You took down the big cheese?
Yeah, I took them down real good. You want to eat some cheese? Got some stuff left here. Want a cheese nugget?
What is it?
White cheddar.
Nah.
Okay. White cheddar. Get a little baggie. Ooh. No. I'm just gonna baggie that. That's not enough to. We did get the vacuum sealer, but I have not opened it or set it up yet. Although maybe we'll do it on the parm. So maybe I will use it on these bits. I'm just gonna stick these in here for now. We'll come back to it. Let me turn my water up, by the way. Since I got a big pot, it should be closer on high. Okay. That's some good cheese. Just I'm not gonna get all of it, and since it's gonna be mixed with cheeses, I'm not that worried about it. But I am trying to make this a little less blended. So we're gonna do the same trick with the parm, where it needs a cup divided. So we want half a cup, and you know, in one bowl, and half a cup ready to go into the roux when the time comes. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of boiling action going on in the pasta over there. Okay. Come to daddy. Parmesan Reggiano. Sell by June 1st. I hope I can remember that, because I'm gonna wanna label things. Of course, parm lasts forever. Well, not forever and ever, but. Way outlast till June. We're only in mid-May. All right, here we go. I always want more Parmesan, but I'm not embarrassed.
I was thinking it too.
Mary was thinking it too, if you couldn't hear. Oh shoot, I'm doing the thing where I'm launching some cheese into the floor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They haven't noticed yet. Okay, that's probably half a cup. About to find out, we don't even gotta fuck around. Actually, it's a little light. Just a little light. But since this will be the cheese topping, I'm just gonna let that be a little light. So I'm putting that in my topper bowl, and now let's get a proper full half cup. Yeah, it's a good thing this arm is the strong arm. You know why.
No, you don't. Elaborate person.
I will not. This is a family channel, fucker. Hence why I'm wearing my Shakespeare Shitstorm t-shirt. Which is one of the nice things about not having to go, not ending up at Azur's. I would have had to change shirts. Ooh, I graded a lot. All right, we're gonna call, that's the half the cup. That'll go in the sauce. We'll just throw some of this extra over here since this was a light half cup for the topper. I'm just gonna kind of blend that up so it'll, when we put it on top for the broil, it'll spread out a little bit better, get a little more blended. Whoop. It looks like my water is getting close to a boil, so I probably should get some butter in there. Okay. Okay. So we probably will shrink wrap that, but I am gonna go ahead and just put it in a Ziploc for now, because I just want to get to cooking. And I have, if I had set up the sealer, I just don't know where it's gonna live yet, and that needs to live out. I think we're gonna get rid of the ice cream machine though. Put that, like, not get rid of it, but we rarely use it, so it doesn't need to live on the counter. But something like the vacuum sealer with everything I'm gonna be doing, that would need to live on the counter, because that'll get used regularly. All right, so we should be done with the grater. We've got all this delicious cheese that I'm just gonna wipe right off the board into my mixing, my topper cheese bowl. Because why not? Especially because I think I've got a pretty big casserole dish that may have a lot more flat space than anticipated. And the rest are just gonna get out of our way while we work the brie. See, I grabbed it. I might actually need to size that down. We'll find out. All right, let me get a little butter in that water. 1, 2, 3. gonna put like 2 tablespoons in there, mostly because I have 5 tablespoons here and I need 3 for the roux. Butter in the water. Don't worry, I'm not letting the metal utensil touch anything. I'm just trying to get the butter get the butter off my kniff there. All right, so I'm going to put this stuff away and get it out of my way because we're gonna use all of that brie except for the rind.
Jack, down.
Jack, buddy, come on, homie. Okay. Oh man, I should try and remember and show you all the fridge right now. I did an epic cleaning out the fridge job today. All right, let's get the brie open somehow. There we go, here's my way in. So I have a net weight of 0.1 pounds. So this should be just a hair over 8 ounces, which is what it calls for. You gotta take the rind off though, because that ain't gonna melt nice and creamy. And we're gonna kind of cube it up. And for that, of course, the best trick I ever learned is using the pizza cutter. And over there. Try to keep as much of the cheese as we can. We can always go in and get little bits of rind. Not used to cutting this large though. So I'm also kind of going a little slow, but also I'm getting some increasing resistance here, and I don't want to slip and fuck myself up. Almost through. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna try again on the other side here. It sounds like my water is getting very close to its actual boiling point for the macaroni. Come on now. There we go. Not bad. Let's get this back rind out. A little bit easier, not quite there though. A little bit here. And boom. That with my fingers. Come on. Okay. That's about as good as that is gonna get. So, oh yeah, my water is boiling like crazy. We're gonna take that to a medium high and get the noodles in there. I mean, I would show you, but then I gotta move the camera back over here and a lot of back and forth. We're just gonna wanna make sure we stir this every now and then. Groovy. Especially once it first goes in. It's when it's most important to stir. And we're gonna cube that up. And then we're gonna get to mac and cheesin'. Or cheese saucin', I should say.
Cheese saucin'.
Oh, that's why I got the little bowl out. That's right, so I get my 3 tablespoons of flour all into one thing. And look, I'm gonna pour all 4 cups of milk so I can get it all in one go.
Oh, good job.
Yep, I'm smart. I learned from last time. Okay. No, and it's not fun when I'm cooking to be that panicked either, so. All right, let me get some of this off the thing here. And now we're just gonna do this into smaller cubes so it'll melt a little easier. Some of the rind's gonna get in there, I can already tell, so. Not a lot I'm gonna be able to do. Yeah, go ahead, any of that you want. And I am trying to keep my cubes a little bit separated, so when I go to put them all in, they're not just one big clump again. Now I did see some other recipes where it is just Brie, but it didn't seem like there was a lot of cheese in it, and I want a cheesy mac and cheese, so. All right, let's go ahead and get the flour measured out. Shoot. I'll confirm it's 3 tablespoons and 3. Stir the mac while we're doing that. Oh yeah, I can tell it's one to stick. I usually try to stir fairly constantly in the beginning on this, but. Okay, so yes, 3 tablespoons of butter to 3 tablespoons of AP flour. All right. But I will say the slip mat tricks worked really, really well so far. Super secure.
Good.
All right. I got this cup for putting my flour into. So like I said, I'm not caught, you know, especially with Roux, I like to be very prepared. So you can have everything ready just to go. I have definitely screwed myself by not doing that on occasion. One more nice little floury dollop. All right, so we got all the flour ready. Got the butter ready, but it goes in first. I'm going to do something a little different than I normally do in that regard. Thank you, Mary. And you know what? This is a brand new thing of this, so I'm glad I thought to get this off. I'm not so worried about measuring out a tablespoon of that when we're good to go. Drop some cheese on there. Okay, that's good to go. I'll pour 4 cups of milk into that. Give the mac and cheese another stir here. And at this point, I'm going to set my oven to start broiling. So it'll be good when we're ready for it. Get some milk. Sorry, I'm also trying to wipe my nose and my tissues are fighting me. There we go. Oh, I hope there's 4 cups in here because we do have another thing, but it's downstairs and I don't want to leave this unattended and I just lost Mary, so. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go get it, shit. Oh, there's only like 3 cups left in there. All right, fudge. All right, well, watch my pasta, will you? All right, it's getting to a place where it doesn't want to stick, so that's good. I'm gonna go grab the other milk. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Excuse me, Aaron. I gotta grab something real quick. Excuse me. I'm in a hurry. Take it, buddy. In a hurry. Hi, Jack. What's up? Hey, kiddo. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, everybody wants to get under my legs all of a sudden. All right, milk opened. I'm very glad I bought some more. I had a feeling, I was like, I'm gonna run through your milk, so let me go get some more. All right. There we go, 4 cups of milk. Excuse me, Napoleon. All right, let's stir the mac and cheese. I'm gonna bring the camera over. Oops, wrong way. Up a little. And I'm gonna reconsult this recipe. Now in time, I'm going to tweak this to be more my own personal recipe. Been having some conversations with pro chefs about at what point something becomes your own, so you're not just claiming somebody else's your own. So far the consensus is as long as you change about 20%, you're probably okay. Okay, 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour, 4 cups of milk, tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and the parm, the white cheddar, the brie, salt and pepper to taste. All right, so let's look at what we do. Make the macaroni, drain it, preheat the boiler. But while the pasta is cooking, in a medium saucepan, that's not bad, we're gonna melt the butter and then whisk in the flour, stirring until a paste forms for about a minute. Then we're gonna add the milk for 4 or 5. What am I cooking on? Oh, I don't like that it doesn't give me a temperature. And then after we get the sauce thickened, we're gonna reduce to low. So I'm gonna go with like a medium heat. And I'm not gonna wait for the pan to totally heat up this time. We're just gonna go ahead and get the butter in there. So that way it doesn't go into a screaming hot pan and I have the thing where it's like, oh my God, it's turning brown immediately. That's one of the things that always bugs me. You got a good look on this? Let me see if I can give you a better view down into the pans here. It's not great, but that's as good as I'm gonna be able to do for you. I think. I guess I can come over. That's a little better, okay. Check that mac and cheese, the macaroni is getting close. This is where I probably could use a hand because I think the timing now is gonna be that is gonna fucking need to be drained right as I'm doing something crucial over here. I'm go ahead and get my colander in here so I can do that quickly. Okay, butter's getting close, staying a good color. I really gotta learn to keep this phone on, or just to change my settings when I'm doing this. Okay, almost got the butter melty. Give the pasta one more good stir. That's almost, that pasta is almost ready. All right, butter. Here comes the flour. Nice color. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Ooh, that smells really good. Echo, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, 39.
Kind of toasting that up. Ah, shit, yeah. It's a nice paste, it's a nice color. I think it's about ready for the milk. I don't know that I should have done a whole minute. Let's just hope we don't overcook the pasta too much because I'm supposed to whisk this continuously for like 4 to 5 minutes. So, Echo, cancel timer. Nice, nice. Oh yeah. Okay. Echo, dismiss. Oh, this is, yeah. I'm so not panicked. This is fucking wonderful. As soon as we get all the milk in there, we're gonna set a timer for 4 minutes. I'm gonna check my pasta here in just a second. This is gonna be a lot of sauce. This is gonna need to reduce some. That 4 cups of milk is a lot. All right, pasta. See if I can get one. Probably not like that. Keep whisking. Echo, set timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I hate this thing.
Starting now.
This is gonna be a pain in the butt. There we go. Don't lose it. Let it cool. Shut. That is perfect. Actually, it's maybe a hair more than I would have wanted, just a hair. I gotta get out of that water, but I can't stop wasting. All right, we're gonna chance it. At least long enough just to drain the pasta. Boom. Groovy. Okay, I think we're okay. I don't think that was not bad. Whew. All right. All right. So what now? After this, we're gonna take it down to low, stir in the mustard and the cheeses. After it melts, we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. Oh, 8x8 casserole dish. I think I am gonna switch to my medium casserole dish size. My large ones too. Good, now we do not have any lumps in this roux, technically this is a bechamel. This is a pretty creamy bechamel. I'm starting to really study the mother sauces. The famous five French mother sauces. Like I said, y'all, we're getting real now. Getting into the real culinary education here. How are we doing? A couple more minutes. Oh, so we're just trying, all right, we're trying to thicken up the sauce, okay. I'm actually gonna bring my heat up a little bit now that I'm a little less worried about burning stuff. So I went from somewhere between medium to medium high, a little closer to the medium high side on my stove, but everybody's stove is different. Now the craziest thing is it's telling me to add the macaroni into this, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room. Depends on how much this thickens, I suppose. Let's have a little chunk of this brie. Oh yeah, oh that's good. I can tell it's starting to get a little bit of extra thickness to it. But I'm just really thrilled that I was able to do this roux without panicking. Now, it may be a failure, and maybe that's why I wasn't panicking. Maybe what makes it delicious is my panic and fear. Those are always the best ingredients in any dish. Oh man, by the way, I finally started watching the first season of The Bear last night. I went halfway and like, oh my God, okay, I'm hooked. I'm gonna finish that first season tonight. I'm sure we'll talk about it in the vlog if I remember to. Couldn't wait any longer, I needed it. But yeah, so I can't quite remember all the names. Espezote or something like that. So the 5 mother sauces. You've got, well, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to do a thing here. Echo dismiss. Echo set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
We'll give this the extra minute. So you got your bechamel, which is basically, it's always gonna be a roux. Well, not always, most of these. So you get your equal parts flour and butter, and then a milk makes it a bechamel. You put some cheese in there, it becomes a Mornay. You've got your equal parts butter, flour, roux, where you do a white stock, like a chicken stock, or maybe a wine stock or something like that. I forget what that one's called. You have the equal parts butter and flour, and then you do a brown stock, like a beef stock or a pork stock maybe even. And that becomes something that's like espezote or something like that. Then you have your emulsified sauces, which is like a hollandaise, you know, you're gonna break down your eggs and all that kind of stuff, eggs and butter. There's no flour usually in those. And then what was the other one? Oh, the other is a tomato-based sauce, like a bruschetta, a tomato sauce, you know. All right, so this is about done. So we are going to take this down to low, right? Reduce the heat to low. We're gonna go all the way down to low. Echo dismiss. We're gonna get in the Dijon mustard. So we need 1 tablespoon. There we go. Yeah, it's about right. I'm gonna use that to actually stir it. So we'll kind of hopefully get a bunch of it out. Yeah, that helped declump the pan. And stir in our cheeses. I don't really want to get the whole thing at once if I can help it. I want it to be kind of broken up. So I'm just kind of keep it from just like the whole thing lumping in there like it's trying to. Okay. Parm in there. Okay, that's really starting, you can tell that's gonna give it a nice thickness. And the brie. We gotta put in the brie too, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so start getting in those brie chunks. Shit. Hi. I was doing so good not splattering. Yeah, like there's no way. I'm gonna put all the pasta back in the other thing. And we're gonna pour the sauce into the pasta, I think, for mixing it. So now we just mix until this is well combined. And we're gonna do a little salt and pepper and taste for seasoning. So we're getting there. Looks like I should have cut my brie down smaller. It's taking a second. Let's get a little more over where the flame is too. I'm bring my temp up just a hair. Just a hair. Don't want to burn it now. I just don't feel like that brie is really melting that quickly. Oh, and I gotta get the ham in here too, shit. I had a feeling I might forget that. Kind of a crucial ingredient to the side of Brie-HamInator. Also, this will take the chill off of the lunch meat temperature. I can definitely tell this is thickening up, but this brie really needs to come apart better. Now, if I start mushing it a little bit, that seems to help. But we are almost there. We're almost ready to put it in the oven for a little bit. So far, so good. I wonder if I could have actually put more ham in this. Should have probably put the brie in first, honestly. Like I said, just still trying to kind of mush it up a little bit, help it along. This is pretty watery though. That's what I was thinking, like them telling me fucking that many cups of milk, like that should definitely be thicker. I feel like honestly 3 cups of milk might have been more accurate. But, you know, this is what you get for picking just random recipes on the net. And then, you know, I will tweak them to my own designs as I learn from them. Like I said right here, I would already do definitely less milk. I'd probably do more cheese. I feel like I should hit it with more mustard. And I feel like there should be a little nutmeg in there, but let's work with what they got first. Although we may actually go ahead and put some nutmeg in here, because cream sauces tend to almost always benefit, in my mind, like for cream pasta sauces, or at least a little bit of nutmeg, especially if you can fresh grate it. But I have not been able to find fresh nutmeg in a while. I guess I could order some. Okay, we're almost there with the sauce. Because I think hopefully the broiler will hopefully melt some of it down a little bit more. All this ham. All right, let's go ahead and do a little pinch of salt. Maybe a 2-pinch salt, because that's a lot of liquid. Let's grind some pepper in there. We know we're gonna need some. Let's get that mixed in. We'll give it a little taste. See what we wanna do. Give me a little spoon. Ah! I fucking hate you! God damn it! Ah! Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? What is catching? Nothing's fucking catching. Jesus! For fuck's sake! Ah, there we go. Now, fucking hit. Now I'm cooking with all the anger and the rage. That is such a thin sauce. That is such a thin sauce. Oh, that is really tasty though. That is very tasty, but that is thin as fuck. All right, so I think we're good. I think I kind of got the seasoning just right. You know what? Let's do another pinch. Big old pinch of salt. You know what? Screw it. Where's my nutmeg? Where's that ground nutmeg? Let's put some nutmeg in there. Ooh. That might have been a little more than I meant, but hey. This is a big old sauce. Ooh, instantly smell. Mmm. All right, now let's struggle with the drawer again. Okay, yep. All right. So now we're gonna take that off the heat. We're gonna mix all this together so you can still see that, and I'm gonna, oh, lost some mac and cheese. I'm just gonna get some mac and cheese back in this thing so we have some room to work. Oh, shit. Well, fuck. That sucked. We lost a handful of macaronis. Like 5 macaronis got lost to the floor. Dang it. That was gonna be the best bite. All right. Let me move the camera so you can see the action. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I do want that giant dish over there. There's a lot. Here, I'm gonna have to. No ham escapes. No ham left unincorporated. Herbert West needs to be pleased. All right, we're just gonna mix this up. That is like a really milky mac and cheese though. And the broiler ain't gonna tighten that up. Smells pretty dang good though. It's more like mac and cheese soup, damn. I wonder if just putting the cheese in here, mixing it, is that just gonna thicken it up more? Can we just do that instead of doing it as a topping? I'm very tempted to do that. Because I mean, look at that, that's fucking soupy. Let me do a little Google Foo. Will adding cheese to a cream sauce thicken it?
According to Real Meal Revolution, cream cheese can also help to thicken cream-based sauces. It can act as a thickener for salad dressings, dips, and be used as a replacement for mayonnaise. It can also
Not really
help
what I was
to thicken
asking.
pancake batters and be used as a base for cake icing when mixed with butter.
I don't know. Let's just not chance it, I suppose. We'll do what the recipe calls for and see where we get. So, we are going to use the giant one that I have here. Set this somewhere where it's not going to be a problem. Can you see me working over here? Okay. I hope this actually fits. There's a lot in here. Yeah, it should not be that like splooshy. Yeah, we definitely picked the right size thing here. Come here. I want those hams. Give me that undead ham. All right. Oh shoot. Nope. Hang on. I don't want to make a big old mess. There we go. All right. All right. Just trying to give you more of an angle on everything here. All right, then we are going to transfer it out to a bowl, top with the remaining Parmesan and cheddar cheese. Oh, wait, what? Didn't transfer? Shit, I was supposed to top it with the cheese and then transfer it to this? That doesn't make any sense, so maybe we will stir this in a little bit and let it incorporate a little bit more. And that may actually thicken it up under the broiler. I thought this was supposed to be like a topping. Okay. That's what I get for, not, at least Mary's not here to make fun of me for not paying attention correctly. But we'll just kind of mix this in then some. Because what good is it going to be if you top it and then transfer it? It's not going to stay on top, it's going to incorporate. So I'm not going to get a huge stir here, but we are going to kind of push it in. Try to not have giant clumps, I guess. Well, in that case, I should have prepared a breadcrumb topping. I mean, that does seem like it's already thickening some stuff, even just with this little bit of what we're doing here. But this is Eric's test kitchen, so I am allowed to fail. But I sure would hate to waste this much stuff. It is pretty expensive to waste. But that does look thicker and tastier. I'm gonna kind of push some of the ham under so it doesn't get too caramelized under the broiler. Plus a lot of it is just lumping together, so make sure we get some ham in all those different bites, All right, so I'm gonna say that is ready for broiling. I know my broiler is up to the task, and I don't think it gave me a length of time. Broil until the cheese is melted and turned golden brown. Allow to cool blank minutes before serving, because when I screen grabbed, something is over it. So I'm gonna pop this puppy in the oven and we'll go in handheld mode from here. Okay, this does smell really good. It's been about 10 minutes since it came out of the oven. But it's time to find out how soupy it is and how much of a crust we put on here. Got a little bit of a crust. Oh, this actually kind of firmed up nicely. Not super soupy anymore. Ooh, look at that.
I don't think you're gonna cheese pull off of that, though.
No, but I mean, look at that. Let's get a thumbnail, like. Of course, I will probably have more, but I just want to taste test this bad boy. That actually looks.
Fuck though.
I know, but I mean.
Lava.
I was worried how, because it was very soupy when it went in, but it is not soupy at all anymore. I mean, there doesn't seem to be a soupiness in the bottom, so that 15 minutes under the broiler really pulled it together. Okay. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. Oh, that might be one of the best mac and cheese I've ever made. Oh, yeah. You want to try a bite of mine? I mean, obviously you can have some later, but just right now, you want to...
Okay.
It's not super hot. You will want to blow on it a little bit, but... Hi, Mary. Hi, Yard Mary. Mary Yard Edition, if she was an action figure.
Yeah, but we had some dead bushes from this winter, and we're gonna fill up the Lindy with those. It's very heavy now.
Yeah, I have to go be a manly man and move it for the lady. For the little lady. It's definitely kind of a light, subtle, you know. I do think I get a little more cheddar than Brie.
That I couldn't tell you. I would maybe once it cools down a little bit more, because it's not as creamy as I would like.
Okay. Which is interesting because of how creamy it was.
I mean,
Or milky it was.
creamy but in a thick way.
So you think it's still too thin, or you think it's too
I feel
thick?
like it's a little too thin.
Well, yeah, you should have seen it before it went in. I'm amazed it thickened up like it did there. Well, it is more of a subtle sauce. I probably still would cut back maybe a cup of milk so the cheese will be more prominent.
Because you might think this is God, what's the word I want?
Let's also keep in mind Mary is not much of a foodie, so.
Yeah. Well, no, but KFC has some of the best mac and cheese. Have you had it?
Yes, but all fast food mac and cheese is bullshit because fast food noodles do not work.
I like it.
You can like what you want.
But
That should tell you
but
something.
it has the thickness and that I like.
Yeah. Well, you like the sauce. The sauce I can't argue with because I don't remember that specifically. My issue with any fast food like Fazoli's and shit is like the noodles. You can't fast food noodles. You just can't.
Their
Pasta
noodles
is
are
not
perfect.
fast food.
Their noodles are perfectly fine. It's-
Anyways, you're gonna eat my entire bowl. I mean,
Yeah.
anyways, I like this a lot. I mean, I could certainly improve it. I did add a little bit of my own addition. I threw some nutmeg in there. It didn't call for. I was like, come on. Usually put nutmeg in a cheesy cream sauce. And of course the ham is my addition. But yeah, I see how my version is going to change slightly in time. And once we perfect it, it'll probably be in a cookbook or something.
Did you fry up the ham before you put it in?
No, I just kind of warmed it up in the,
Okay. I would
In this cheese
recommend
sauce?
frying it up.
well, I would have liked to have had a different ham to work with anyways.
Well, the reason why I would suggest
Here,
frying it up.
you tell what I eat. Don't hit the button, we're still filming. What are you doing?
I forgot which button to switch.
I'm gonna try some of this crust
But I
bit.
was because there's a possibility that your ham could end up adding moisture to your mix.
If you'd seen what I'm talking about, that was not an issue. Well, yeah, because I mean, it was a milk soup. Even once all the cheese melted into it, and I was like, what? But the broiler really did tighten it up, and mixing in the extra cheese at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like a thicker cream. Is that about carton of milk and cheese? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I had to go pop the new one. Well, like I said, I mean, I'm just going off somebody else's random thing. And I'm just really proud of how it turned out. I love this. I'm going to scarf the hell out of it, but I am going to make it better. But that's what I'm doing.
Now I feel like I need to get some KFC mac and cheese just to show you
Get in the
what
car.
I'm talking about.
Hurry up, Mary. Go get it. Be a future taste test. Yeah, I like that a lot, though. All right, I'm happy with it. But I mean, I should clarify. I'm always going to be very excited more than other people with initially because I'm just proud I achieved something. But I do see room for improvement because I would like it to be a thicker sauce. I would like it to be a little more cheesy or at least more brie. I have probably half the amount of white cheddar and double the brie. And I would maybe go 3 cups of milk instead of 4. And I also feel like we should have put some I meant to put some maybe spring onions on top or something. Just, it needs a little pop of color, I feel like. But the real trick is figuring out a very acidic side dish to go with this and the Brie-HamInator sandwich. Because if you're having this in the sandwich, that's a lot of cheesy, savory creaminess. So I almost want to do like a
tomato something?
I don't know, my brain went to like Coca-Cola braised collard greens or something. That's a little more bitter than acidic. But I'll figure out something. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have another portion. And I'm gonna get Mary how much she wants it.
Okay.
Enjoy, thank you everybody. Okay, so that is the Brie-HamInator and the side of Brie-HamInator. Of course, a play on Re-Animator and bride of Re-Animator. It did turn out really well. I think the sandwich, in hindsight, is excellent. I would make it again. I do think the preparation and plating of the ham could be done differently. And quite honestly, I might even play with getting that brie a little meltier before I even toast the bread. I was almost wondering if I should turn it into more of a thick cream sauce. You know, but I don't know. So I'm gonna play with that a little bit. But I mean, flavor-wise, even that version was on point. So you can get away with it just being that. But I want to make it even better if I can. The mac and cheese definitely needs some work. It's not bad, but you didn't really there wasn't enough cheese in there, just cheesy flavor, I mean. And what cheesy flavor you were getting was more of the white cheddar, I believe, than the actual brie. So I'd like to do one that's more straight up brie. And I've done I did a queso recently that did not involve a roux. It was more of a milk and a slurry thing. And I'm almost wondering if I could, you'll see that eventually. I'm almost wondering if I could do something like that with the brie and make it, and put a lot more brie in it. Because again, brie is a very subtle cheese, you know, but it just didn't play out here. It's good mac and cheese, it's just not as great as we wanted it to be. We've tried it on some other things too. We did not end up deep frying that. I'm gonna try something else with that. And I could do a better, chunkier ham and ham distribution throughout that. So that's where we're kind of going with that. But you know, I'm proud I made that roux and didn't freak out, and I'm getting better about it because I am practicing all that stuff. And I'm glad we made it, and we'll make it again, and we'll perfect it. And then I want to make the, you know, if you know your Re-Animator series, you know part 3 was called Beyond Re-Animator. So as soon as we come up with a vegan ham idea, basically we'll make it a vegetarian dish, so we can have the Beyond Haminator, Beyond Re-Haminator. Can't make it vegan because it needs brie, but but we can at least make it vegetarian. Excuse me. So, and then also, I have a silly idea too about, could we actually color the brie? Or even if we, this might be too much, like if we color the cheese in the macaroni with like some neon green food coloring so it looks like Herbert West's fluid. I forget what it's called. That sounded out of context. That sounded wrong. I forget what he called that. If he called it formula? I don't know. Anyways, I need to rewatch the Re-Animator movies. Apparently it's been a minute. If you haven't seen Re-Animator and or Bride of Re-Animator, you are missing out. Beyond Re-Animator is okay, but it was made like a decade later or something. But those first two, particularly the first one, it is a classic for a reason. And if you don't mind a lot of gore and a lot of silliness, not a lot of, yeah, no, some silliness, definitely check those movies out. Anyways, that's what I think about that. Ooh, I have a little review I can do. I'm gonna do that. Taste test time. First up, yum. That's my new favorite treat. I found these last week. Bernard Kroger loves to put specialty items, like essentially in a spot that's after you've paid and you're leaving the grocery store. So then I'm like, fuck. So I actually remembered to grab these on my way in this time. We got 2 types of chips. You gotta try. Lay's Weighty BLT sandwich.
Oh, you mean in the lobby area?
Yeah. Where are the carts before you get in the actual?
Yeah.
And what I'm excited for, even on oh, those are regular Lay's, not wavy. And then I don't love wavy, but we got Lay's wavy Cubano sandwich.
Do you have enough bad chip bag clips right now?
No, we really don't. And I saw y'all talking about these. I'm not sure I've ever had anything Old Bay, but Old Bay goldfish crackers.
Mommy's has used Old Bay seasoning before.
I know it's typically like a new northeastern fish seasoning kind of deal, like I guess in clam chowder or something. I don't know. I've heard of it.
I don't think you use it in clam chowder.
Yeah,
I think it's more like seasoning your shrimp and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Fish.
So where do we want to start?
What do you think is gonna have the lightest flavor?
I feel like it'd be the BLT sandwich.
Okay, we'll start there then.
BLT sandwich, naturally and artificially flavored, limited time flavor, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Yum yum. These are actually harder to find. They had plenty of them last week, and this week lots of the Cuban ones, but not that many of these. Much like the Doritos, there's lots of tangy mustard on the thing, and not a lot of. Lots of tangy ketchup, not a lot of hot mustard left. Yeah, they smell lightly bacony.
Yeah, that's about all the smell.
Yeah, grab one, I'll grab one.
I grabbed two apparently.
Oh, you're cheating. Dink it and stink it. Yeah, that very reminiscent of a BLT.
And it's very light, subtle flavor.
Yeah, the bacon is predominant, but I get a hint of that lettuce. I get a hint of that tomato. It has that kind of blend of like a BLT or a club sandwich a little bit.
Does the BLT usually have some mayo? So I think I get a little hint of that.
Might be a touch of that eggy goodness bringing it all together. Wow, who am I? Happy about mayo. When did that happen? I guess it is in my DNA. Okay, careful. Slow down. We got other things. And the more you eat, it more it makes me want to eat. And I had more to eat for dinner than I wanted.
Who made all your food?
Yeah, but remember who talked me into doing that?
I just talked you into chicken breast. You're the one who did all the rest.
No, you're like, keep the chicken, keep the chili, lose the hot dog, go chicken.
No, I said.
And it was like, okay, I'll make a taco. And then it was like,
No, I
okay,
said
fine.
keep the chicken, leave the chili.
Yeah. Take the gun, leave the cannoli. Take the gun, leave the canola oil. That's some good fucking water. I am a thirsty bee. Cubano! Cuban sandwiches are absolutely amazing.
So this is probably gonna have more mustardy flavor?
I would think it'd be mustard and dill with some of that ham. Maybe a hint of Swiss, although Swiss is, pretty. Because they're definitely saying nice and toasty, bold, savory crunch, pickle.
Does that mean you think maybe that's why they went with a wavy chip? Because it's more of a toast
Maybe.
texture? I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna find out how good it is. I have a Cuban sandwich inspired hot dog that is amazing, by the way. It smells of a hint of pork and mustard, or pickle maybe. Dink it and shrink it. Did Boys to Men just start playing for everybody else? Everything just went slow motion, and I'm all, I'll make love to you like you want me to. Something day or night. Oh, that is good. I don't get as much mustard as I like, but I almost wonder if you dip these in mustard, if that would be dope. But I do get a hint of the pickle. I do get a hint of that smoky pork.
I taste something, I have no idea what. I think a little bit of pickle, I'm not sure what the rest of it is.
It is a surprisingly subtle flavor, but it's a damn good flavor. I do surprisingly think I like the BLT a tiny bit more, but that's good.
Okay.
My culinary school is making me fat. I'm trying. At least the weather's getting good for deck party. And now we have Old Bay seasoned goldfish crackers. Don't know why I did Ghostbusters. It's a snack that smiles back. It also requires hardware to open properly. No.
Guess I'm gonna have to buy more chip clips.
That's probably a worthy investment. Actually, hey, we got a cookout coming up in a week. A lot of these can...
Yeah, but we need to keep them sealed up fresh until then.
You know, my thing does things. I haven't figured out what you do yet. I don't know if you put it in a new bag or not, but it's also intended for sealing things for your pantry, like cereals and chips. And so just saying.
Well, I've got like the paper, those big black paper clip things.
Potent.
Is it?
That's potent to me.
I didn't smell anything.
It smells good, just potent. I got a feeling it's one of those you gotta eat a few to get the sense of it. This reminds me of another snack. I feel like there used to be oyster crackers in this seasoning or something that I used to love, and it's a snack I'd forgotten about. But that is nostalgic to me.
It's, I don't find it particularly strong, but it
No.
is nice.
It's a very delightful flavor. Damn. I think that's my winner of the three. Not that it's really a competition, they're all great, but hell yeah, you're gonna have 55 of these for 140. You only have like 16 of those for like 160. So if you're not like my dad, you can be really patient. Speaking of which, I had a very unusual experience with my dad today.
How was that?
He's still very exhausted from his trip to the Memphis Barbecue Festival. So he's very lethargic. And he drove like a normal human being the entire time today.
What?
It was really weird. It was very pleasant. He wasn't going fast. He wasn't ducking. Like, I used to do all that. I've stopped. I've learned it. I don't need to. And when I stopped, I started realizing how much he did all that too. And I was like, yeah, don't. The only problem he almost has, we almost took down a couple of joggers, but it's because these joggers, while we clearly had our signal on and were clearly turning in, decided they weren't going to stop to cross the road.
No, they're saying we're pedestrians.
Yeah, it don't work that way, people. Anyways, very good. All right, that's taste test time done. I'm gonna get some more wine, and we're gonna talk about vroom vrooms and other stuff. That's right, I got another review before we talk about vroom vrooms. So I totally forgot I have something else I can review, not just Fast X. I've been wanting to watch this for a while, and then I heard season 2's coming, and I was finally urged to watch it, especially with all my interest in, cooking and restaurants and all that stuff right now. I finally watched the entire first season of The Bear from FX and watched it on Hulu. It's like 8 roughly half-hour episodes. Great show. I really enjoyed it, even in different ways than I thought I would. Again, the food and stuff and all that element of it, really fun. The hecticness? The energy of the crazy kitchen is all in there. And the basic premise, if you don't know, is this guy is like one of the best chefs in the world, or he's becoming one of the best chefs in the world, fine dining. Like the crazy kind of fine dining where you're pulling out your chef tweezers and, like the stuff you saw in the menu, you know what I'm saying? And he's having a hard time of it. And like his brother, who owns like a Chicago beef sandwich shop, kills himself and leaves the restaurant to the fancy chef brother. And now he's coming in and he's going to try to make something more of that restaurant and keep it alive and he's having to like win over the trust of all the other people and trying to bring in some new people and trying to bring in some new recipes, and everybody's super hesitant. And that's kind of the premise. And then there's kind of an unraveling of a mystery of what happened to the brother and why, and some other things get set up. Like, not super duper deep mystery. It's not like super heavy of a show, I guess at a couple of points. But there's some really funny stuff in there. And I love the energy of it. Like, it's almost a little hard to follow in the beginning because from the second it starts, excuse me, my dinner, I had too many tacos, to the second it ends, it is like, even the dialogue, even if it's just people hanging out and partying, it is that 4 conversations going on at once, talking over each other. You're trying to follow zip, zap, zap, zip, zip. So it can be a little hectic, but you'll get most stuff through context. And one thing I really like too is he started calling everybody that worked in that restaurant chef as a sign of respect. Like, even if you're a dishwasher, because essentially, you know, you're part of that. You're part of the customer's experience, so you're as valid in that restaurant as the chef himself. And I thought that was real. He never really explained it like that, but that's how I took it, and I thought that's really cool. And I'm trying to be better about that too. And so, if I call you chef, it's definitely a sign of respect. And anyways, I really enjoyed it. I watched it over 3 nights. I could have done it in 2, but I didn't want to, rush through it too much. And highly recommend it. If you got Hulu and it sounded at all interesting to you, I'm just going to add to the choir of people telling you, yeah, watch that shit. It's really good. And there's definitely some shocking twists and turns along the way too. And a satisfying conclusion. So I'll be anxious to see season 2, because they definitely set up a good season 2 as well. All right, so now Mary will probably join me. I'm jumping back and forth. I'm just trying to get ahead on this vlog so I can sit down and relax. But I'm already making something for like 7 weeks from now. Anyways, enjoy. You know why?
Why?
Because family. We saw Fast X. No, honestly, it was a blast. Had an amazing time with it. Again, these movies, not for everybody, but I fucking loved them. You had a good time, yeah?
Yeah.
No
Momo.
spoilers.
Momo.
Jason Momoa is the star of this one. He's very, very, very over the top, to the point it's almost distracting, but it's not because of what movie he's in. It is perfect.
He is having the time of his life.
Mm-hmm. And not going to spoil anything, but we may or may not see more of him, and I'm excited for it, because that trilogy is going to happen. The final trilogy, especially with the money it made opening weekend. It looks like it's all good to go. Mm-hmm. There's definitely some things you're supposed to think by the end that, come on, you know. It's like, yeah, no. We're going to apply the Walking Dead mentality to this of, I didn't see the body, then I don't believe they're dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, the action and everything is over the top, absolutely ridiculous. Like, but there's so much fun to be had. I'd say the only thing is some of the really cool biggest moments were shown in some of the trailers, but still, there's so much other good stuff, and it plays so well. And it's very much like a deep into the lore Marvel Phase 4-ish kind of movie in the sense at this point, though. Like, I don't know if you don't know the rest of these movies, what's going on in half the scenes. Because like they'll go pay off things they set up in other post scenes, and then it's like, okay, you think this is going to be a big part of the movie? It's like, no, that's literally like a scene that's now set up for another scene or maybe another movie. And I don't mind it. I get other people if they have a problem with it, but for me and my personal enjoyment, I had a great time with all of that. Great returning characters, ridiculously silly stuff. Momo is such a good villain in this. Best scene, without spoiling it, he's painting somebody's nails. Because there's a particular face on somebody that every time they cut to, we're just like, good God! You know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know what
okay.
you're talking about.
Again, it's like, what, a 2 hour and 20 minute movie, and the pacing is ridiculously fast. It does not drag. It does not get boring. Everybody gets their moment. Everybody gets a scene or two. I think Brie Larson is a fun addition to this.
Yeah.
I will say it's not entirely, absolutely everybody. There's a few people I would like to see. And again, this is clearly meant to be, again, I'm tiptoeing around to be no spoiler, but it's clearly meant to be the start of kind of a saga, a little mini saga. So even though there are some characters I would have wished were in this or not, it's like, well, they may just be setting them up to pop into the next one, you know?
Yeah.
And they do kind of separate into groups and stay separated through most of this movie. But I feel like, again, if the end game is like a true finale to this whole thing, it kind of makes sense that maybe you want to spend the first one and even some of the second one, splitting them up, so you can have that big, powerful, almost in-game-like moment by the true finale where they all show up, and maybe even a certain somebody could show up, you know? I don't know, I'm keeping it super vague. There's also an amazing fucking mid-credit scene that literally got me hooping and hollering, like when Spider-Man jumps through the portal. Like literally, you heard me, I was literally like, woo! Granted, I very hard drank for that movie because I knew it would be more fun that way. And it was very fun that way. Not like pass out sloppy drunk, but the right kind of drunk for a Fast X movie. And Vin's great. Everybody's so good, dude. And like every time the fucking theme would pop in, I'd just be like, yeah!
You are bouncing the camera.
I'm reliving my joy from that movie. I'm getting the vibe. Like I would, if I had a more open schedule where I was going to the movie theater again just to see stuff and use my unlimited, I would so fucking go see this again. And I will see it again many, many times because I love these fucking movies. And this is great. And I liked 9 a hell of a lot, but I do think this is a step back up from 9 because a lot of people, I'm in slight agreement. It's 9 was starting to go a little weird, but not terrible because I did very much enjoy it. But 10 is a nice return. What do you think, Mary?
It's good.
I know I've done most of the talking, but obviously this is... So how do you feel that I kind of had you watch all of them and then leading into this? Do you agree that it helps enrich this because you would have been kind of lost? Or
I think I probably would have been lost plot-wise, but if you're in it just for the action, I don't think you necessarily need to know the plot completely.
True, because the set pieces are so much fun. And I love that they did legitimately correctly work a street race in, because that does seem to get harder every movie. Because they are clearly like just an MIF, you know, Mission Impossible Force kind of team nowadays, you know, which I like a lot. I like that Mia got some good play in here. Again, like I thought in 9, very appropriately used. Okay, I don't want to get super spoilery, but and this is not like a plot spoiler, and I'm not even going to give you the whole details, but there's a particular character interaction in here that I just freaking love between one of the adults and a kid, because they had been telling this kid like when it's appropriate to swear and don't swear, and there's this one moment when the kid's about to swear and he stops himself and looks at the adult, and the adult's like, oh, no, you don't do it. The appropriate, he adds to the list, like the appropriate times there's this, and yes, when this happens, it's okay. I was like, that was so fun. It was, the performance of that was just fucking perfect and wonderful. And good soundtrack, beautiful cause, globe-trotting wonderfulness. Mary and I were killing ourselves last night because I came up with such an awesome ad for like the Food Network where we make all the stars. We do the guys Fast and Furious trailer, but like it's like guys grocery games, and they all have to like push shopping carts, and the best part is Mary's idea that Guy Fieri's car, he's the Vin Diesel in this. He pulls up and he's got like NOS tanks on his shopping cart. Like there's no engine. It's just you're gonna flip the switch and go like, you know. And I was like,
because that's about an appropriate level of ridiculousness for considering the subject matter.
Yeah, but it was a good time. I liked it a lot. I'm ready for Fast X2, Fast XI, Fast 11, Fasties. What do you think? What do you think we'll call the next part? Fasting? Fast X in space. I already did it.
Fast X. I think it'll be Fast X2. So Fast X squared.
Fast X squared. It just starts becoming a long string of a math equation. Fast X times 2 squared equals.
And then the last one can be, you know, Fast X cubed.
The Fast in the family. Anyways, loved it. I hope you loved it too. And you know, and obviously, At this point, you know what these movies are. If you're going to this because you're expecting something other than what these movies are, what the fuck are you doing? No one cares. Shut the fuck up. I haven't heard anybody doing that. Like, it's not having all the bullshit online stuff you usually hear about these movies, because people know what these movies are. It's the 10th one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you like, I would put this on par with a 7. Somewhere of a 7 and 8 of the franchise. That's not my like ranking of a 7, 8 out of 10. I'm saying it feels more in line with the 7 and the 8. Not quite to the 5, 6
I'm
greatness.
getting to the point where they're so blurred together, it's a little hard.
Although this one does tie into 5 heavily in a very fun way, so. All right.
We do?
No, I want to talk about Fast and Furious and what's a family. Family. There's another family now, too. Another cool family. And, oh my God, there's a lot of families. The bad guys have a family. The agency has a family. The Vin Diesels have a family. They're Team Diesel. The Diesel Squad. The Diesel Dudes. The Daughters of Diesel. I do miss Han having short hair. I liked him better in short hair. Ooh, wait. Was that a post-credit? Wait. The thing, okay, actually there's a mid and a post. Or are there 2 mids? I can't remember exactly.
I don't think there was a post.
But I hooped and hollered at both of them. Because there are some surprise characters in both of those.
Honestly, I only remember one.
Do you? Well, I'll have to tell you off camera. Is there any way I can... can't really... okay. Let me do this. So you'll just see what I'm typing. Is that the one you...
Oh,
That's the one you forgot about. Yeah.
I think that was like... I'm not sure if that was a post-credit or if that was just the very end of the movie.
Oh, that's a good point. I think that was the very end of the movie. Yeah, which has a great fucking ending. And yeah, you know, I joked about Mission Impossible and Tom Cruise jumping the bike off the cliff and him being like, "Fuck you, GoldenEye!" This has its own iteration, which is in one of the trailers, but in case you haven't seen it, it has its own iteration of "Fuck you, GoldenEye." Dams. Oh, and it also, I know they're different companies, but my God, the ending, it could have so fucking easily and believably within this universe.
Be a G.I. Joe movie.
Well, not just that. No, there's that moment we're on top of the bridge and the trucks, and I'm just like, one of those trucks could easily have gone.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And I would have been like, yeah.
Again, Fast and Furious movies are horror movies in the car universe.
In the Cars universe, Pixar's Cars. Yeah. She's right.
All
right, I gobbledygooked enough. Is that? I don't know. Yeah, sure. I'm not. No, you're not family. No, you're family. All right, I'll see y'all later. All right. I don't know. I was looking for a car pun. Transform and roll out, because that's half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Dom.
What?
What? Rolling. Mary's over here doing fucking limp bisque. No, I'm not that bad. All right, we're going. I had to come up with a cocktail real quick. I found a blood orange cocktail because like a week and a half ago, I found blood oranges. I was like, oh shit, I need to use those. So of course I'm doing a double, but we're gonna try the Blood Orange Margarita. Never had blood orange. It has a very interesting fragrance. It smells like orange, but maybe a little bitter and everything. It has a very interesting pulp. I know Mary was interested in showing you that. And you know, I've got some on their way out limes, so I'm sure that looked really attractive, but don't worry about that one. We're gonna use that for Jeremy Rimmering this glass because we got our Jeremy Rimmer here. I need a rimmer that has Jeremy Renner's face on it. That'd be cool. I have to get rid of these limes tonight anyway, so I literally just put a slit. Oh God, I ate too many tacos.
I'm going to die.
Yes, look. It's like fucking Pac-Man. This might not have been my best idea.
I think it's working.
Oh, it totally worked, but that was actually really cute looking. All right, oh shit, I should have had the salt open. Fuck, now I'm getting the thing sticky. Oh, good job, Eric. Salt, I feel like, well, I don't know this drink yet. I was like, maybe it would work better with tahini, but I'm mixing all my drinks I've been making, so. Ooh, that is a lovely salt rim. Mr. Glass, you have a lovely salt rim.
First, you got a lot of it on the inside of the rim too, so you may end up with a cum shot at the bottom.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't mind swallowing a little. I said the thing. I didn't have everything out either. I just realized I didn't have that.
All right.
Majar. All right, we got a shaker. I'm making a double. Are you surprised? No one's surprised.
All right.
All right, I was gonna use white tequila, silver tequila, but I do not have 3 ounces. I'm not even sure I have 1.5 ounces. So it does say you can also use reposado, and we haven't used reposado in a little bit.
No, is Reposado the more expensive stuff?
Maybe, well, it depends on
Or
the
is
brand.
that the Mezcal?
You're thinking Mezcal. Yeah, Mezcal is much different. I think, oh God, I'm gonna say something and I'm sure I'm totally wrong. Mezcal is like made purely from agave plant and this has added, no, you know, just ignore me, I don't know. All right, so we can only measure it about 2 ounces at a time.
And this calls for 2 ounces as a
No,
normal?
3,
Okay.
and 1.5 because I'm doubling.
Okay.
And honestly, I think we knew the answer to this before, but I just, right now we're in a hurry because Mary needs to get to Sleepy Bye Land.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Jesus, woman, don't die. I need you. Do y'all know how fucked up the world's gonna be when she dies? Y'all better watch out. It's just not gonna be pretty for anybody. That sounds worse than I meant it to. All right, 2 ounces or 4 of blood orange juice, which beautiful color. So we're gonna do 2 2-ounce pours here. I hope I have enough. I did 2 blood oranges, and it definitely did not siphon out all the little grittiness. So that's gonna be fun.
Now, I tried the blood orange before, and I found it to be, if I remember correctly, kind of bitter. Which is, I never got another one.
Wow, 2 blood oranges. So you pretty much need 1 blood orange per single cocktail of this. 3/4 ounces, or in this case, 1.5 ounces of Cointreau, the orange liqueur. Oh yes, oh my, oh my, oh hell yes. Time to put on that party dress. I went a touch over. It's not that bad. This is already a lot of liquid. I hope it fits in there. 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. So we want 1.5 ounces for the double. Since these things were going, I was like, I'll just squeeze the hell out of a bunch of them. A little over, no big deal.
Not much left.
I know, I'm glad I squeezed 3 of these not juicy boys. The salt is for the thing. Okay, so we're gonna ice shake, strain, serve. Let's get some ice in this motherfucker.
Yeah, you may hold off on actually putting any ice in your glass until after you pour that.
I figure I can put a little, and then we'll see. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe start with 2 cubes.
Right, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
What size of little cubes?
5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Mary, Mary, go Mary. Wow, that instantly made this very cold. All right. Hi, I'm Tom Cruise. Welcome to Cocktail.
And remember, if you ever decide to try to do flair in the kitchen, you clean up the mess.
That's how we do it on Cocktail. Jesus.
Woo!
I may have had a bottle of wine already. A little faster than usual because we had to watch another episode of Willow.
It was almost a good episode.
Well, review's coming next week, so I don't want to get too into it today. But yeah, this was almost a good episode. 1, 2, 3. That's a good start.
All right.
I hope I like this. Since I made a double. Ooh, I like that color.
It's pretty.
It's almost like I made the watermelon drink. That's coming up in weeks from now, because...
He's working well ahead of where he needs to be.
Yeah. And that is a double that, like, legit gives you a full...
Like a nice little frothy top there.
Yeah, frothy top. I'm going to put, like, 2 more ice cubes in there.
Okay.
And then we need a nice contrasting, colorful straw. Almost looks strawberry.
You want to go green?
That's what I was thinking. Or purple. Purple. Let's go purple. I'm not even sure I had green left, to be honest. Are you enjoying this? Look at my brush.
Actually, sorry. I was
Oh, do I need to go
on
back
green.
and give you?
I think I caught it a little bit.
Purple works pretty well. Granted, also, I'm going to drink it out because I want to lick that salt.
My
But
design's getting so faded.
I know, I was noticing that earlier. I was like, what? So I was like, I got to ask Mike, do we still have this final? I know we have parts of it in the cloud, but do we have the final? I don't know. That is actually a very attractive cocktail.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Smells fine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good, interesting, bad,
I
interesting, or
think
just
good.
interesting?
I think good. It's definitely not bad. But it's either middle of the road or it's good. Also, some of that salt fell in. I was trying to get a saltless drink.
Go from like the middle of it then.
I'm not sure I really taste the blood orange. Except maybe a hint of bitterness on the back end. I definitely get the Cointreau. I definitely get a little bit of the lime in there. But it's surprisingly not that flavorful. And I don't know if that's because I have slightly older materials or... It's good. I'm gonna drink it. I'm not gonna have to try. I'm not gonna have to force it. I'm gonna take one more drink. You can try a drink if you like.
Are you trying to salt?
Mm-hmm. Huh. It's just kind of really not much of anything special. Like there's flavor there, but it's not like, oh, that's something very specific. It doesn't quite taste like a margarita. It doesn't quite taste like orange. It doesn't quite taste like lime. Interesting. I can't say I love it. I wouldn't bother, but we tried it. You want to give it a go?
All right.
I'm like Nas going through Mary's system.
Okay, that's different, but I don't know how much it has the blood orange and how much of it is the
Reposado?
Reposado.
Reposado.
It's interesting.
Right? But it like not necessarily interesting, exciting, right? Like, is it? Are you may be getting notes that I'm not getting because of the wine, and I meant to drink water, so I would. But
I think it is a combination of the blood orange and the reposado. Because I think if you'd used the white silver tequila, you would have gotten probably more of the blood orange.
maybe, yeah.
Because the reposado is a little more smokier, yeah?
I know mezcal is. I feel like that's true about Reposado, but I'm not 100% sure.
Let me give this a smell.
Let's chug this whole bottle.
Okay, I think the blood orange may be enhancing this. If you can, just give that a smell.
Ooh. Oh God, that smells so much better than that cheap ass Blanco we get, the 1800.
But now, taste this again.
Don't hit the button.
With that smell in mind. I know what you're doing, but it's so funny.
You know what though? You laughed, but it fucking made a difference. I got a lot more flavor when I did that. I think what you're saying is right up front, but then I did my silly thing and I was like, ooh, I taste the orange, I taste the lime, I taste the citrus.
Please don't do that during the entire cookout.
Hello. So I'm a chef now. My palate is far superior. Fuck, that's... Okay, you should try that. Just try that. I mean, carefully. But tell me that doesn't actually activate a lot more of the citrusy fruit.
I gotta figure out if I can even do this.
Well, just kind of hold your head back so you don't accidentally...
What are you doing? Is it...
It's kind of a... Like a... I know. Careful, though. I will not make you laugh. It's okay. Don't. There you go.
I don't think I can do it quite the same way you do it.
But did it?
Not really.
Well, maybe the wine's just wearing off. Yeah, I think I'm still coming down on I like it. I'm going to enjoy it. But I don't know that I'm, like, if I never have another one of these, fine. But at least we tried something different.
Yeah.
There you go.
The only thing I was like, maybe trying with the Blanco, you might, because I think you will get a different experience.
Well, yeah, a different primary ingredient's going to give you a different.
You might have enough to.
Oh God,
Except
no.
not enough lime for sure.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll try it again some other day. Okay. All right. Cheers, chef. All right, that's gonna do it for this vlog. I feel like I've forgotten something, probably, and who knows if I'll go back and do it. But we'll talk about it next week. But we're forcing ourselves to watch Willow because, for whatever reason, it's getting pulled off Disney Plus and like.
It's not that good.
Well, yeah, if you heard her, I was gonna say because it's not that good. But we'll give a more detailed thoughts about it next week. But I just wanted to throw this in here because if you're seeing this, you pretty much might have today to power through it real quick. Theoretically, I don't even have that confirmed, but my understanding is. Ooh, cool. My understanding. Renfield. This is how we should have shot a Renfield review. My understanding is, for whatever reason, they're dumping a bunch of stuff to save server space, which for like a multi-billion-dollar company is dumb as shit. Now, obviously, they probably just want to, sell off the rights somewhere or whatever. So we'll talk about that, but we got to go force through one more. We're almost through the series. It has goodness, but it's not great. The other thing you might want to hear my perspective on, I'll give you a brief perspective. The Star Wars Cruiser Hotel, the Hyperion, of course, closing. I'm very sad about it. I'm so thrilled I got to do it at least once. It is not as expensive as everybody says. Everybody keeps saying bullshit about $5,000 a day. No, it's like for the 2 nights, 3 days, all inclusive, all you can eat delicious food. Park admittance, that is a park hopper ticket. Special fast passes for Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run, where you don't even have to schedule them. It's just when you're ready to go, you go while you're on that excursion. So much interactivity, so much story, so much greatness. I just loved it. And I really wanted to go a bunch more times over time. And at this point, we'll probably never get to do it again. We are going to at least look into when they open the bookings back up. Can we sneak in one more time? I don't know that we're ready to spend that kind of money because of the Jamboree trip and all that stuff, which is, we got our Jamboree tickets today and everything. We got a plane ticket. We're still working out the rest as we go. But, yeah, man, I'm sad about it. It fucking sucks and I get, like, some people don't understand it and don't see what the price is for because they've never done a good job truly selling what it is without people looking into it. Like, just the commercials, the ads, they don't sell what it really is. And even then, it's very difficult to sell what it is. But I have made some incredible lifelong memories of living in the Star Wars universe on that. So it's the first time, too. I love the classic Spirit Halloween moves in memes for things. I've always loved those. This is the first time that actually breaks my heart. It makes me sad. I'm like, it's too soon, everybody. I mean, I get it, I'm not like saying don't do it. I'm just saying it's interesting that I never thought that meme would actually make me sad about something, and this is the one it did. But, we still got Batu. And there is rumor, too, because, like, they aren't being totally forthright, that it might just be because they played that story for a year and change, and they're ready to give us a different story or something. I don't know. That'd be cool, but if you get to do it in this year, I highly recommend it. I mean, if you're really a fan and you're willing to like role play and get into the spirit of it, I get if you don't care about that stuff, you're not going to have a good time. It wasn't made for you. Anyways, and I always have my videos. That said, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to go do everything I just said with Mary and all that stuff. I guess I still have to film the cocktail, but I wanted to get this part done. So thank you, everybody. Comment below. What do you think? What do you know? All that exciting stuff. Love to hear your thoughts. Definitely geek out with me in the comments below. Also, you can click that thumbs up button. Give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up Eric Butts, especially on Spotify. That's where it most helps. Or go to ericbutts.com. And, of course, there's always more stuff in the description below, so you can click that see more button to see more butts. Now I'm gonna get on out of here so I can go do some more stuff, live some more life, cook some more things, get fatter. Apparently, I gotta figure that out though. All this food I keep making, I can't eat it all. It's not gonna be good. Yeah, and get ready for the Jamboree in Vegas, baby. All right, I'll see y'all later. I love you. Thank you. Bye.